Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to get aerial photos from your aerial video clips. Now for this particular property, there was a little bit of miscommunication between me and the customer whether they wanted video or photos. And I thought they were talking about video the whole time, but they ended up wanting photos. So it's important to make sure that you guys are on the same page. So what I've done is done frame grabs and have extracted basically 33 images that I want to deliver to the customer. Now I did this whole process. It took 30 minutes, and my computer froze up on me. So I just want to go over the process from start to finish, just to showing you the steps, right? So first you'll want to put your drone clips on your desktop. Now in this case I went through a bunch, I had these six clips, and this is probably a good thing of how I like to shoot my aerial videos. I like to just hit record once and just do the whole property instead of hitting start and stop, just because me personally, I'm not very good at remember to hit record, so I just do it at the beginning, because there have been many times, even on this particular shoot, where I forgot to hit record when I changed the camera settings for one reason or another. So anyways, from the App Store for Mac, I'm sure there's a whole lot of different applications you can use to do the screen grabs, but I use this called Frame Grab. It's on the App Store. I think I may have paid $2 for it, but I'm going to show you how it works. So let me just get the first one. So right here, it pulls up the video, and this is what I did. I just scrubbed through here. You can watch it. You can hit play and pause it if you want. And say you want this video clip right here, then you're just going to click Add to Queue, and then you can keep going if you want. Say you want this one as well, Add to Queue. And then you're just going to export the queue with this particular tool to the Images folder. I'm not going to export these again, but I just wanted to show you the process of how to get the frame grabs. Now you have a lot of different options here, quality, format, with this particular tool, which I think is pretty useful. So from here, I went through these top, however many, 6 or 7 clips, and then I got to this many images. Let's see what we got. So 33 images. I then imported them into Lightroom Classic. I did not do any presets on them. Basically, what I did was change the photos from 16:9 to 3:2, so they are in the same format that we deliver all of our photos on. And as long as your drone does well and your colors are are good, I like to do as little work as possible on the back, and I try to get my footage looking as good as possible when I'm doing aerial video. So luckily, these look great, and I didn't have to do too many edits. Now I'll go through these one by one so you can just see the edits that I did. Now with the crop, changing it right here to the 2:6 from the as shot, it crops the left and the right. Now it gives you flexibility to choose how you want to compose your shot. Do you think the right or the left? How do you want to frame it in a 3:2 fashion? And I did make adjustments on each image. So this one I moved all the way to the left, because on the right I didn't feel like it was very interesting, and I liked the composition better on this side. So anyways, I did that going through the all 33 images. And you can see some of my settings. I basically edited one, and then I pasted those settings on all of them. And now I went through, and I noticed that some of them I wanted the mountains to pop a little bit more, like here. So then I used the sharpening tool. You can see some of these minor sharpening adjustments that I made. But it mostly was all about how I framed the individual shot, and very minimal adjustments on the colors. Some of them had a green tint to it, so I added a little bit of magenta. You can see how this image is +9. This one I didn't do any but I did do some sharpening because I felt like the mountains were a little bit soft, so you can see the sharpening tool. But that's pretty much all I did. I just did a little bit of sharpening, slight color adjustments. You know, there's a couple where I just moved the temperature a little bit, but mostly it was the hue that I was concerned about. The drone did a great job, you know, picking it out, and I think, or doing it automatically. And I think with a little bit of sharpening, man, this 4K screen grab looks like a high quality image. And so if you're shooting in 1080p, this likely would not be an option. If you're cropping in from a 16:9 to a 3:2 with 1080p footage, it's going to be very pixelated and very obvious that that's what you did. But the goal is to deliver these to the customers as if you just did, you know, aerial photos. You know, they don't even need to know that this is the process that you did to do it. But, or even if the customer just ordered aerial video and you want to go above and beyond and say, hey, you know, this customer likely will want some pictures for their listing as well. You can do this and just add that additional value to your customers without adding any more shooting time at the property, but really make them a raving fan by doing more than is expected, which is something that we do all the time here at Lister Pros. All right, so let's go to library. And so all of these photos look great to me. I was just looking to see that they're consistent, and they all look very consistent to me. So this is the point where my computer, actually I think I was like on 25, just doing a last minute run through, making sure that I liked how these looked. This one could probably be a little bit warmer. Let me just move it a little bit. That one looks good to me. This one, yeah, actually I did not finish this part. So you can see right here how the mountains look a little soft, and it looks a little bit on the green tint side. So I'm just gonna bring up the magentas, and then this is where we're gonna sharpen. I'll just click here, and that's just a little bit, and probably a little bit even more magenta. Maybe exposure down, it looks kind of bright. That looks pretty good, I think. All right, and now the subsequent images are gonna be similar, so I'm just gonna copy and paste. So we're getting a consistent look through out. Not this one, because I cropped that one down. Now this one I'll manually adjust. I do think it is a little bit on the green side, and it could use a little bit of sharpening. You can just see it towards out here, it looks pretty dull. That's probably a little bit on the overkill on the sharpening, but yeah, it looks really good. All right, yeah, so you can see right here in the distance how the houses look very soft. And that's why I like the sharpening tool. I don't like to overuse it. Sorry, let me go back. Now, actually, the sharpening might not fix it all that much because this is a 2X, but actually those houses did come to life a little bit when I did add the sharpening. Now, obviously you don't want to do overkill and make it look really unnatural, but I think that looks pretty good for my taste at least. Same thing here. Probably a little bit too much. You can see some negative consequences of sharpening as well. So some images, if it looks a little bit distracting, just bring it back a little bit. All right, so that's all the images. That's basically the process that I went through. I'm gonna hit Command A and just export these for the customer. And let's do desktop finish. Okay, let's create another folder actually. All right, let's just, hopefully my computer should do, okay. Drone images finished. And then choose. I'm just gonna call these. All right, I'm not gonna put them in a subfolder. I'm gonna leave them at 80% quality. Not resize them, I've already resized them, export. And then from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and send those over to the customer. So luckily I did do a continuous shoot and I had a lot of footage to choose from to get good composition for photos. So anyways, this isn't ideal. If the customer orders photos, you wanna shoot the photos, but sometimes, you know, miscommunications can happen. The customer may have wanted photos and they accidentally ordered video. This gives you a good opportunity to just kind of think outside the box to be able to deliver for your customers. So anyways, reach out if you guys have any questions, and we'll see you guys on the next one.